Well, hello there, Retro PC Durham. Chris here. Now, you might say, what is this piece of junk? If you were watching another YouTube channel, but this is Retro PC Durham. This is where I try to make magic happen. In this case, this Dell Latitude D830 used to be a laptop, but as you can see, it's missing some things, such as a screen and a battery. Now, does that mean that it's time to go into the e-waste bin? Maybe, but I don't think so. I think there's still a little bit of life left in this guy because it still works. I've installed a hard drive into the machine and it runs actually quite well. The only thing that it's missing is technically a screen. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to hook up a monitor to this guy. Oh. I'm going to hook up a monitor to this guy, and we're going to see what the experience is like. You tell me. Huh? Okay, give me a second to get this all plugged in. I'm all set up here. I have the monitors plugged in. My lap desk. I don't know what are you gonna call it? My bottom. My lap bottom is plugged in. I'm gonna power up my screen. I'm gonna power up my lap bottom. And there's your startup. D830 Bioscreen success. Windows, let me just slight adjustment here for the screen here. There we go, sorry about that. Screen is up and running. Windows is booting. We're in the Windows desktop. So a couple things that'll come up here. Down in the taskbar area, there's a battery marker there. Now, obviously, because there's no battery detected, it's going to have that little issue there. You wouldn't see that in a desktop environment, but because this is a lap bottom, obviously, it's going to tell you something like that. But yeah, we're up and running in Windows. I'm going to get hardware info open here, and we will take a look at what system specs are actually inside of this D830. From a performance perspective, we will try out a little bit of streaming video on YouTube once that's done as well. Let me actually move the camera so I'm a little bit closer to the screen here. Okay, so we've got hardware info up and running here. Show off these specs. We've got a Core 2 Duo T7700 processor in here. So that's a dual core, 2-thread, 2.4 gigahertz processor. There is a discrete graphics card in this machine. It's a Quadro NVS 140M. So there's 256 megabytes of DDR2 memory directly attached to that. So we're not using up any of the 3 gig of DDR2 SODIMM that's installed in the machine. So I don't have a full 4 gig installed in this machine. So even better that it's got a discrete graphics card, that it's not chewing up any memory to be running there. And then we've got a 120 gig hard drive installed into the system and a DVD-ROM drive as well. So a pretty decent spec'd machine. Obviously, it's now a desktop variety machine instead of a portable machine, but yeah, works out pretty good. Let's see how well this thing can handle some YouTube. The screen resolution on this monitor is 1280 by 1024, so a native widescreen is 720p. That's what we're trying out on this YouTube video test. As you can see, I've got Stats for Nerds up and running. We let it buffer for a little bit, and let's see how it handles things. So far, so good. We dropped 1 frame just at the very beginning, and now we're up to 13. So what are we, like 1% frame drops? I'd say that's pretty good. We might even be able, it's possible you could even go to 1080p and still have an okay experience. But I would say, you know, this is enough, right? This is enough in terms of quality right there. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, definitely happy with that. 20 frames dropped out of 3000, 23 out of 3000. Very nice. I hope you found this build of this lap bottom, as I'm calling it, very nice as well. Nice enough maybe to give it a like and subscribe and maybe share with your friends. Could be a thing you could do. Anyways, I really appreciate you checking out my video. I hope you are staying safe and healthy, and we will catch you in the next one.